What's up, guys? Welcome back to another MCOC Alliance War, and this is the 11th war of the season. After this, we got one more war. So the first four fights is the exact same as the first four fights of last season, though I do this fight a little bit different. I bring in the Killmonger synergy, and I bring in Stark's body for this fight, and I'm just going to play very aggressive. I don't want to try to build up poise charges. I mean, I'd like to if I could, but trying not to let him build up furies, and just using the same tactic that I used on him against him in variant chapter 2, which was go in, do a couple of hits, back out, and come in when he does an auto block, dash back, and then dash back in. Bait out those first specials. So aside from getting hit the 2 times there, that actually went pretty smoothly. Luckily he only did a double medium instead of doing a full combo, so didn't take too much damage there, so I won't have to heal up against Blade when I face him on the first buffet node. So up next I got the Nightcrawler on the Bane stun immune node. So yeah, just the usual tactic, which is try to get him to dash back, throw a light attack, and then get him to switch stances. So only the second time now that I face Nightcrawler on this node, and it's a bit easier than facing some other champions like MODOK. If MODOK was on this node, I feel like he would be a lot harder. So actually don't mind fighting, almost called him Spider-Man. Don't mind fighting Nightcrawler on this node. Got a good Bane transfer, so the 2 times that I fought him back-to-back wars, I actually did pretty good on transferring to Bane. You see I stopped my combo early here, bait out a heavy attack, then go in, get that Bane transferred back over. I mean, not that it would have done too much damage because his health was already low. And yeah, I could have went in and finished it off there, but I let the debuffs finish him off. Debuffs and the Bane. So up next we got the Blade on buffet node 24. And I am going to throw on a couple of boosts. And this was because I had that 10% boost right there. That was about to expire, so I actually could have used it on a later fight, but I figured that this was the best fight to use it on, looking at my path. So go ahead, start building up those poise charges. Trying to make sure I don't get backed into the corner. I don't want him to get me back into the corner, throw a heavy attack. Luckily he is cooperating, dashing back after each time. And then could have gone for, should have went for a parry there. I can't remember if I was trying to or not and just mistimed it, but yeah, I took some block damage there, and you're gonna see I don't do dexterity against those. Just let the auto evade trigger. So you're gonna see on this next combo here. So I did the combo into the special 2, but he parried it. I didn't even, there was no like hesitation or nothing like that when I threw the special 2. I went back and looked at it, and it wasn't delayed. It was the normal timing, but he was able to parry it for some reason. And the funny thing was, as soon as I threw the special 2, I looked away. So when I looked back at the screen, I saw that he was blocking it, and I was like, what the heck happened? So I actually had to go back to look at the video to see what happened. So this next fight, I popped an invulnerability boost because that was going to expire soon as well, but I still had some time on it, so I should have held on to it. I don't typically need one when fighting Medusa on this one because there's no limber, there's no stun immune. If it was the other buffet, then yeah, possibly, just because sometimes I do get cornered since I can't parry her. But in this one I can parry and then throw a heavy attack, you know, when she has 11 strands up. So I shouldn't have used it here. I should have waited to see what the other 2 cosmics were, because I was looking ahead, and I saw that the next 2 fights is a cosmic, and the next person, he has a rank 5 Hyperion. So I was like, man, is that one going to be the Hyperion fight? Is that going to be a Hyperion fight? I'm not sure. So I should have held on to that invulnerability boosts to see who I was going to fight in the next fight. But on to this fight. Actually went very well. Typically I don't have this much health on my void this far into my path. Doing a good job, decent job at least, with the parries and 11 strand. Trying to attack into her block whenever I can. Throw the L1 there, finish. Oh, okay, that didn't finish the fight off because of the auto block, but just backed up, let the damage finish her off. So when I go into this next fight, I clicked on it and saw that it was a rank 4 Cosmic, so I actually backed back out, checked the scouter lens to see if it was going to be like a Heimdall or King Groot or something, but it actually turned out to be Venom, which was a very easy fight. Just have to get used to not attacking into his block when fighting Venom, because yeah, it is kind of hard when you're fighting a different champion than you're used to fighting here. Like Iron Man Infinity War, a lot of times when I fight him outside of Alliance War, I don't attack into his block just because I'm not used to doing it, just because I fight him on this node so much. So good change of pace. But yeah, anyways, back to Venom. Trying to bait out as many special ones as I can. I don't want to push him to special 2. I used to be able to evade that very easily, but the timing on it changed a little bit, and I haven't ever gotten it down completely, just because I don't see him too often in Alliance War anymore. I used to take a path in the old Alliance War setup where people would put him on the unblockable first a lot, but then they stopped doing that so much once Stark Spidey started appearing, for attackers. And also, I don't remember Venom being so willing to throw his first special as much as he threw it in that fight and in a previous war as well. So up next, I see that there's another Cosmic rank 4, so check the scouter lens again, and it says it's going to be a Hyperion with suicides on, which is good if he's throwing his specials. But I go ahead, pop an invulnerability boost, because I know Hyperion, he might tease you a little bit, throw one special, and you think, okay, yeah, maybe this fight he's going to throw his specials, but no, he gets to 2 bars of power. Throws a heavy attack there. I was surprised to see that. I thought about backing off to try to bait out the special, but I was like, you know what, got the invulnerability boost, go ahead, push him to bar power, or 3 bars of power, and throw my first special. I was hoping that would get me a petrified debuff, but it didn't. So come out here, throw another special, and there we go, finally get the petrify. But I'm still like backed into the cornerish. And you see me throw that light attack there. I was hoping that he was going to throw a solid block when he dashed back, and that would have put him into his regen phase, and then he wouldn't have done any power gain for. I'd have to go back and see how long the downtime is for the power gain. But that didn't happen. But I did get the second petrify, go on to Fear the Void. Trying to bait out the specials, hoping to get another petrify so that I didn't have to worry about baiting out specials, but that doesn't come until right here. Throw this L1, and then petrify pops up. But yeah, Void or Hyperion went down before that, anyways. So up next, I didn't take mini boss like I normally do, and we're gonna lose this war, so I go ahead and do some practice on fighting Medusa as the boss. So teammate of mine, he went in, he did 50%, and then I go in, I use Void. Since wasn't going for one shot, I didn't have to use any boosts or anything like that, so Just trying my best to get her down, well, to get down the last 50% in one go. Try not to get to 2 bars of power. I don't want to get to 2 bars of power. I want to throw as many L1s as possible. So yeah, throw L1 back to back right there. I was surprised 11 strands didn't trigger it. I forgot to look to see what her sig was at, to see was it what percentage living strands would trigger, because I know at SIG 200 it's just over 100%, which is where it's like 100 point something or 101 point something. But yeah, anyways, tacking into her block as much as possible, trying to push her to the right side of the screen. Actually, every time I dashed in, like she dashed back to block and then I dashed back and dashed in, I would get nervous because I would think she was going to do what she did right before that special, which was she's not throwing a solid block. So some of the times when she dashes back, I actually throw a light attack to get her to throw a solid block, and then I dash back and then dash in, do a few hits and dash back out. But yeah, anytime that I didn't do that, I was getting nervous that I was going to dash in at her and then she was going to counter me with a medium attack or L1 or something. But looking at the time and looking at how much health she had left, I knew that I was going to be able to take her down. Just had to keep going without making any mistakes. I've actually never soloed her on the boss. I've come close. I've gotten her down to like 11% or something before just accidentally making some mistake, getting intercepted or getting parried at the end. So just trying to make sure I don't do anything like that, just to get her down. Not that it would have made any difference, because like I said, we were already way behind in this war as far as attacker rating, and yeah, so we ended up losing, dropped to 2-8-1 on the season. By far, I wouldn't say by far, but yeah, definitely our worst season since season started. But yeah, anyways guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.